autism curable? Yeah, is autism curable? You will say, hello, excuse me, my child will sit there and do, and I don't want my kid to do that. Absolutely, you are finding the answer to your question when you ask, is it curable? Good morning, everybody. Rajni here once again, Sashakt Empowering Lives, and today we are going to be talking about something very important, very basic. A lot of you asked me this question. Okay, I just jumped into this. Before this, a very quick introduction for the new people who are here first time. Hi, my name is Rajni. As I said, I'm a special educator. Now 18 years of work experience, 21-year-old handsome young dude on the autism spectrum, my son, living in a separate city, managing himself, working, and a graduate at 21. And alongside lots of YouTube channels, Instagram, we do lives, we do all of that little stuff everywhere to bring that awareness that autism is workable, that parents need to take the lead here, they need to be in the driving seat rather than feeling victimized and running behind therapists, because the best intent of a therapist cannot help a child unless the parent is in the driving seat. Yeah, and that's what we do. We teach various concepts, motivation, success stories, and so on and so forth on this channel. So, without a single second delay, let's very quickly get started. And yes, we do lives on Tuesday, Instagram and YouTube, 7 to 7:30. The link, the handle, all of that is given in the description. Go there, click on it, and join us for weekly updates. Those are free service. Please join us so that you learn. And secondly, we do autism masterclass that happens 7 to 9:30. Those are paid sessions. Link is given there where we teach at length, in depth about autism parenting. Please feel free to go there, click on the link and join and learn. Okay, having said this, let's take this forward. So what is today's topic? Like I said, a lot of people ask me about this. Today's topic is autism curable? Yeah, is autism curable? Yeah. Now, I would like to answer this by asking you another question. Is being a girl curable? So you will say she's mad and now she's totally lost it. Yeah, those who know me, they know I'm literally half mad. Yeah, but thank God for the madness. It works. And now they totally lost it. Why? She's saying being girl curable. And the next question you will shout back at me is being a girl a disease? What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah? Yeah. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah? How can autism be curable? A boy would love to play with pistols and guns. You know, the Leo guns, I'm saying, not the real ones. Cars and big toys and, Dijum, the action movie. Yeah. And a girl would love to do nail art, would love to do the dress thingy, would love to use lipstick, right? Now, when your girl is using lipstick and nail art and all of that, and you're saying, is this curable? Can I cure it so that she starts to use the truck and the da and become Rambo? I need to cure her. Yeah? Weird, right? That's how weird it is when we say, is autism curable? But then you will say, the next thing you will say, hello, excuse me, my child will sit there and do, and I don't want my kid to do that. Absolutely. And that is why we are doing this channel here where we are teaching the parents. Understand, just like a girl's brain will think differently and get attracted to different things, doesn't mean she cannot be a chemical engineer or an astronaut and do the thing the boys do. She cannot ride the bike, the Bullet, Meteor, 350, all of those, the big toys. She cannot. A lot of girls do that, right? You need to train the brain to think like that also. The autistic brain is a differently thinking brain. The autistic brain is a brain that will get into rigid patterns. So if it does something one time, two time, it becomes a habit. Add to it the fact that there is hyper focus versus hypo focus. Okay, hyper focus means too much of focus onto one thing. So they keep shaking one thing, one thing, one thing, one thing. Yeah. Hypo focus means not being able to focus on the other things around. That's not a disability. That's the way the brain thinks. Wanting to put a lipstick is not a disability. Wanting to not play with a stain gun is not a disability. That's the way the brain is thinking. That's why I'm coming back to that example again and again. Please, for heaven's sake, stop trying to cure autism. Stop trying to cure your daughter from being a girl. It doesn't work that way, right? Now, what do? Do I accept my child doing this then? No. That's socially inappropriate. We're not going to do that. But what are we going to do? We're going to go a little deep into this. How? What are we going to do? We're going to understand because of hyper focus and hypo focus and lack of incidental learning. Well, this is where the parents' knowledge of the condition comes in handy. Because of the problem that the child is not able to understand by looking around, because the incidental learning is less. That doesn't mean the child has mental retardation. No. The child is more focused and absorbed in their own self, looking at their hands or doing things. Yeah. So what do? You consciously teach them things that you want them to learn by using visual schedules. Now you're not curing it. You're training the child because the child's mental thought processes are different, not damaged, right? So you will put visual schedules. You'll say, now you will do this, now you will do. So you know the child's tendency. You know the girl child loves the lipstick. So what you will do? If you finish homework, I get you a new lipstick. You don't say, if you finish homework, I get you a new stain gun. Yeah, because she's not interested, right? Same way you say to the autistic child, listen, if you finish this, yeah, that's when you get this. So you put a visual schedule and you get the child into a habit, which anyway the autistic child is going to get into a habit, because that's the way the brain works, a rigid pattern, right? Now, if you don't intervene, the rigid pattern will be non-functional. That's where you start looking for a cure, because child is doing ee or doing whatever, or different something. Because the child has to get into a rigid pattern. Now, if you just change this and you say, here is your visual schedule. Now look at this. This you have to do. This and you get the kid busy. Chalo. Now take off all the clothes from the clothesline. Now put all the washed utensils stacking. Okay. Big katori sorting, seriation. Big katori, smaller katori, smaller katori. These are seriation. Yeah. So these are skills for which you go to the OT. Spending 45 minutes one side. Start getting the kid involved into household activities. Increase the incidental learning. Wake the kid up from the slumber. That, okay, look here, you can do this, you can do that. Show them. People say, oh, autism, we have switched off the screen. Excuse me? How does that work? Use it systematically. You don't throw the cylinder out of your house because it's a bomb. No. It sure is a bomb, but you keep the knobs off. It never turns into a bomb, right? You only use it when you want to prepare lunch or dinner or breakfast or whatever. Yeah. So same way, you don't say switch off TV. Yeah, no, switch off screen. So you use the screen to teach a concept. You know exactly what you're doing. You are finding the answer to your question when you ask, is it curable? In your words, you're curing it. Whereas in my words, there is no cure. You are teaching the kid in a way the kid will learn. So what you have done, you created a rigid pattern. Now, if you had not intervened, the rigid pattern created would have been non-functional. Now, when you are intervening, the rigid pattern that gets created is functional. After about 21 days, the kid says, I wake up, I go to the washroom, I brush my teeth, I do my potty, I wash my hands, I come out, I take a bath, I come out. Before that, I switch off light. All of that is a rigid pattern. Isn't this what you wanted? The cure. Yeah? And now the child begins to do, and you put more structures in place. Do your bed. Okay? Talk to mama. That also gets into structure by teaching. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude with this. There is no cure for autism. It's incurable, because being autistic is not having a disease. It's being autistic. Yeah, a lot of people raise a lot of, ki autistic bol diya. You said autistic, you didn't say person with autism to me. Stop that word salad, okay? Stop playing with the words. Person with autism or autistic person, you have spoken about the personality of the person. No. Autistic person, yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, that person is autistic. Yeah, that's fine. Work on what's important, and what is important is build their skills. Build the skills of the autistic individual, because they can be built. It's not a disease. You absolutely cannot cure it. There's no question. But you can have a regular, independent, high functioning, regular autistic individual as an adult who can live without you. I hope this information was useful. If you want to learn the how of this entire big journey, it's a big journey. Yeah, feel free to join us. Links, as I said already, in the description given below. Instagram, YouTube, Tuesdays, 7 to 7:30. Fridays, the masterclass, the Zoom masterclass, Autism Masterclass, 7 to 9:30. Links, all of them given. I shall see you next time. May each kid win. And yes, I forgot. We are super excited to announce we are coming to Mumbai. I stay in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, but we are coming to Mumbai with our very first offline event of the year 2025. I'm going to be meeting you guys in person and interacting with you, knowing your kid. Super, super excited. 1st and 2nd of March, guys, in Mumbai. Very soon, we'll let you know the place, the exact location. It will be in Mumbai. And I'm going to see you there. Please write in the comment box if you are interested in meeting us for a 2-day live offline event where there will be loads of learning. Yeah. And we shall send you the details as soon as we finalize the location.